Well, hello there. For me, one of the most important parts in making a good game is the soundtrack. A great soundtrack enhances the atmosphere of the game world you're in and makes you dive into the fantasy land that the developers have created. Every single great game I've played had an impeccable soundtrack. And today, we're trying to do the same thing. This is Minecraft. Now, full disclaimer, I have played about 10 minutes of this game in total. It was back years back, and my friend asked me to play this game. I never really got into it, and I remember essentially nothing about what the game sounded like. I've already created a character. His name's Steve. See? Hello, Steve. And I think we should just dive right into this. So we're creating a new world. Yeah, just create something brand new. Yes. All right. Be nice to the animals. So we're gonna do that. There we go. So it seems like we've spawned right next to a huge mountain over here. Right away, everyone knows what Minecraft looks like. These block textures. Um, Pretty naturally looking, actually. This, even though every shape in this game is like uh essentially a cube, I guess. Um, it still feels organic in its shape of things. Like there's these trees, and obviously these are clouds, and it just has a very stylized, natural vibe to it. Like these are clearly sheep, even though they're just like two cubes. It does have that like standard like MMO starting point. I don't know if you always start in like a meadowy forest area, but it does really feel like classic like MMO starting point. Wait, is this a sheep? This looks like a little monkey following it around. Might just be a sheep. They have the same face. So I believe what you're supposed to do, and hold up, what's this thing here? I do not like it. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go the other way. So I believe what you're supposed to do when you start out with this game is to start by punching the trees. Now, hold on a second. What is this thing right here? Hello. I think that's a zombie. Well, either way, we are going to punch some trees. I've got this from South Park, where they say you punch the tree to get the wood. So we punch the tree to get the wood. I just want to play this game like long enough that I can fairly make a judgment on what it is the developers want you to think and want you to feel while you are in this starting area right here. And I think the main thing is just a sense of exploration. You're getting chucked into, I think, a huge open world. And it's up to you to find out where everything is. You're conveying a sense of like wonder, but also the area you're in here is very peaceful and very mellow. I think a slow sound, slow song with like just enough surprises that you feel like adventuring. Oh, there's a little piggy over here as well. I want to climb up this mountain if I can. Please tell me I can do this. It's not gonna work out, is it? Just no way. That's a real shame. That's a real shame. But I do think we have enough of a picture of what this is like. I think the soundtrack should reflect this art style as well. It's very retro. It's very stylized, and I think we should somehow make it sound square, or rather, make it feel very simplistic because that's what the world is as well. And making a very like open and full soundtrack would be a huge clash with the style over here. Did I just take damage? Anyway, we're gonna quit the game, head over to Reaper to record some music, record some guitar, and we will be back in this world to see if what I played fits over what is actually the game. Alrighto, we're here in my recording software. I have my trusty guitar with me. So let's dive into the meat and potatoes of the video. I've already landed on a guitar tone that I quite like from Minecraft, and it sounds like this. This is just one of the presets in my guitar amp simulator. But if you want to recreate a sound similar to this, let me just show you what I did here. So this is the preset called Crunch Delay Duo. And over here we have a compressor to get rid of any unwanted string noise. And then we have two amps, both through a delay pedal before they hit the cabinet, and the bottom amp is also put through a modulation pedal. Now, these amps are both crunch signal amps, with the gain right at about half for both of them. And then they're put through a mixer, panned hard left and hard right, with a reverb pedal at the end, just to give that spacey sound. Now, for my guitar, I have it put on the neck pickup with the tone control turned all the way down, just to give more of that round sound and a less defined pick attack. Alright, let's first take a look at the rhythm section of the song. For the rhythm section, I decided to base it around a D major chord in a pattern of alternating fives. It goes like this. So I decided on this because the major chord really gives you that sense of security, that sense of being in the nice nature in the forest. And I want to enhance that by playing the slow pattern. But at the same time, I wanted to keep the rhythm section interesting enough and explore a little bit on the fact that you're in a huge open world and give you just a slight smidge of uneasiness with the second turnaround ending on an F sharp instead of a D. For the melody section of the song, I decided to make my own guitar sound, and I tried to mimic an old synthesizer with that to really strengthen the feel of the pixely art style of the game. Here's what it sounds like. And here is how I made that sound. So once again, I've got a gate and a compressor to get rid of all the unwanted noise of the guitar. Then I have here a drive pedal with the drive and tone both turned completely off. This to get rid of all the edge on the tone. I run that into an Eric Johnson style amp head for the real violin guitar tone. And I run the cabinet into two delays, reverb, and a very interesting EQ. I have turned both the very low and very high frequencies completely off, as you can see here. So there's only mid-range in this. And I've also turned off the 4K because I found most of my pick attack in this range. For my guitar, I have it set on the bridge pickup. And once again, I have my tone completely rolled off for that nice, soft, rounded tone. Don't mind the shirt change. This video was recorded over a couple of days. And for the melody lick, I landed on a D power chord with extensions from the major scale. Here's what it sounds like. And I also decided to extend this up an octave and do the same with the rhythm section later on. Here's what that sounds like. Here you can see me recording the melody section. I've already recorded the rhythm section in two parts. First the lower octave and then the higher octave. I decided to not add any more tracks onto the song to keep in line with the simplicity of Minecraft. Now for the editing, I just do a couple very basic things. I add in a subtractive EQ to get rid of the clashing frequencies and the buzzing noise. And then I just adjust the volumes so the tracks match each other nicely. And we are back in Minecraft. So let's click play and click our soundtrack and see if it fits. That about wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And leave a comment down below if you have a suggestion for a different game you would like to see a soundtrack for. Well, that's all for now. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.